You know what's strange? We talk endlessly about boomers, we talk endlessly about millennials, but there's this entire generation quietly holding everything together, almost invisible, Gen X. And according to developmental psychology, they didn't just survive being forgotten, they were built by it. 1. You learn to parent yourself. Picture this. You're 9 years old. You let yourself in. You make a snack. You do your homework alone. And you wait. Researchers call this a high contingency environment, where every outcome depended entirely on you. No buffer, no safety net. That's not neglect. That's where your independence was forged. 2. You developed defensive pessimism. You don't call it negativity. Other people do. But researchers at the University of Chicago found that people who mentally rehearse what can go wrong consistently outperform optimists under pressure. That quiet voice telling you, "Don't trust this yet," that's not cynicism. That's survival intelligence. 3. You are allergic to performance. Gen X watched institutions collapse in real time. Watergate, corporate downsizing, the savings crisis. Your brain learned early, through what psychologists call institutional trust erosion, that loud authority usually signals empty promises. That's why you can read a fake smile from across a room, and you've never apologized for it. 4. You are the bridge generation. The 1984 study from the American Journal of Orthopsychiatry identified a specific psychological pattern in children raised between two dominant cultural forces: hyper-idealism on one side, hyper-anxiety on the other. You translate both. You always have. That exhaustion you feel in group dynamics, that's the cost of being the only adult in the room. 5. Your loyalty is the rarest kind. You don't give it easily. You've been let down enough to know what it costs. But when you commit to a person, to a cause, to an idea, it is fierce, and it is permanent. Psychologists call this a fierce loyalty to personal competence, the direct product of a generation that was never handed anything. You were not forgotten. You were quietly becoming the most resilient generation alive. The stability you provide to everyone around you, that's not invisible to us. If this hit something real in you, drop in the comments which number felt most like you. And if you want to understand why certain people seem to live their entire lives slightly out of sync with the world around them, like they're tuned to a frequency nobody else can hear, the next video is going to explain exactly what's happening inside that kind of mind. Subscribe so you don't miss it.